A-plus effort, especially when you know you're going to be facing a more talented team.
Here's the starting group for Portland. Inside, we'll see Kamara and Klingon. Sharp at the 2 with Avdia playing the 3. And it's Holiday in at the point. And for the Wizards, we've got George. Chris Middleton is out there with Sarr. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly. And it's Johnson in at the point guard position. 2 elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
Now here's Kamara. Outside Sharp. Down low. Here's Kamara. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
And coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
And that begins what should be a terrific battle between these teams.
Now here's Johnson. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, attack mode from the start. Exactly what you want coming into this game.
You knew they were going to be aggressive, and now you see them executing that.
Well, Grant, when it comes to exciting young guards who can really fill it up, Trey Johnson's name has to come to mind.
Yeah, no question about it, B.A. This kid can score in a variety of ways, and his confidence is what makes him so dangerous in this department.
The free throw drops for Johnson. And, Tim, you played your longest stretch with this Washington franchise. How hungry are these fans for sustained success?
Yeah, there's been some lean years and unfortunately only one banner. Going back to 1978, they are committed to a rebuild in hopes of better times ahead.
Now here's Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
This is what makes Holiday special, his ability to find ways to finish in tight.
Pass to Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's Sharp, coming in off 21 points in his last outing.
That's a great way to start. 3 for 3.
Middleton passes to Johnson. Launches it, buries it from 3. Johnson's got 6.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now here's Klingon. Last game for him, he picked up 13. There's a screen by Kamara. Takes one from 10 feet, and it's Portland scoring again.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
Holiday against Johnson. George passes to Middleton. Klingon with the block.
I like this. The sheer size and reach of Klingon was a big factor in him finding that block.
Avdia against George. Avdia outside. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian Keefe had a few moments to share with me. I asked Coach directly about his thoughts on facing Drew Holiday. We have to keep an eye on him at all times, Coach admitted, saying defense is where he has me most worried. He can be so disruptive. We really have to keep the ball away from him. Sounds like they'll try to avoid Holiday altogether on the offensive end. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Holiday. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game.
You know, one thing you got to love about Drew Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
And Tim, the Blazers front office aggressively seeking wing depth.
Yeah, and in Denny Advia and Toumani Camara, they've got some ringers. They are still young and tremendously talented. They might be set at the forward spot for a decade.
That's good from Holiday. And a contract extension for Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups after last season, Tim.
Well, 6 months after he became a Hall of Famer. What a run for him, and he is somebody you root for, a quality person and a basketball lifer.
That one misses. And midway through the season, is this the point in the schedule where players start to feel some fatigue set in?
Oh, yeah. The adrenaline of the beginning of the year has worn off at this point. Everybody is feeling it. This is when you're counting on that preseason conditioning to get you through the rigors of a very long season.
Rest and recovery, most important thing this time of year.
No substitutes for those.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. 4-point game. Back to Holiday. Sharp passes to Avdia. And he throws it down with one hand.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
Johnson with a bucket.
And continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Trailblazers lead by 4. Pass to Klingon. Over to the wing. Holiday taking his time here. Now Sharp. Coulibaly defending. And he makes it. Sharp's got 5 points.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Outside Johnson. Coulibaly with a screen on Holiday. And he lobs it up and finished off by Sarr.
Oh, man. Between his size and mobility, Sarr is the perfect lob threat.
Pass to Klingon. To the right side. Portland moving it around. Outside Holiday. Sharp against Coulibaly. 14 feet away. And that one's good. Sharp. He has 7.
This squad can't do anything wrong. They haven't missed one yet.
Now here's Coulibaly. Still without a bucket. On target from range.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Trailblazers lead by 3. Outside Kamara. Pass to Avdia. Back to Holiday. Now Sharp from deep. Here's Klingon. And the layup is good off the glass.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
George outside. And here's Johnson for 3. And the Wizards with another 3.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Holiday. He's got 5. Pass to Klingon. Coulibaly against Sharp. Now Holiday. Let's go with a 3. Sarr pulls it in. Middleton with it. Providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Johnson on the wing. He's covered by Holiday. Johnson against Holiday. The shot by Johnson, no good. Portland leading. With the crossover. And Avdia with the basket. On the assist from Holiday. Avdia's got 6.
Putting his court vision on full display. Holiday plays the role of floor general pretty effectively.
Middleton outside. Up top, Johnson. Rejected by Klingon. And they recover it. Coulibaly, a good look. Portland with a rebound. They're getting their first look of the season at Washington in this one.
They split the 2 games they played last year. Both teams really struggled to find wins throughout the season.
Both teams struggled to be competitive overall last year, but at least their season series was.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. The Wizards trail by 6. And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Well, one thing's certain about Donovan Clingan. He is going to be a defensive menace for years to come, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., he is a 7'2" monster, and he casts a long shadow in the paint. And for his size, he has the agility to hold up better than most centers further out.
And a look at the stats for Toumani Camara.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Coulibaly finds Middleton. Avdia against George. Outside Johnson. 5 on the clock. Washington needs to get off a shot. Middleton from the outside. And Clingan pulls it down. Portland leading by 6. Right wing. Outside Holiday. The 3. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
Now here's Coulibaly. No points yet. Pass to Johnson. To halt the run. And it's good on the lay-in.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Now here's Clingan. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Holiday up top, covered by Johnson. Holiday passes to Sharp. This one for 3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Middleton. Now Johnson. Rebounded by Camara. Portland leading by 10. Inside. Here's Sharp. From downtown. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Now Sarr. Kicks it to George. 4-3. And Clingan pulls it down. Portland has gone 4 of 6 from deep to start this game. Outside Holiday. Back to Clingan. Stolen by Middleton. There's a minute 40 left in the first. Basket's good.
Oh, strong make by Middleton. Now, he puts in a lot of the work in the weight room on his upper half, and you can see it on that play.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And they've been very aggressive, attacking gaps off the dribble, getting to the rim and showing a lot of aggressiveness with a live dribble.
Grant, in recent seasons, the big limiter on Chris Middleton's game has been health.
Yeah, B.A., and it's just so frustrating. Here's a high-impact player, an all-star, and he's always having to come back from something. Not what you want for anyone.
Now here's Grant. 8 points in his last time out. From 13. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Tim, when you think of versatile utility forwards in this league, Jeremy Grant fits the mold.
Well, he came into the league as just a hustle player, Brian, but then he worked to enhance his skill level. He has been a quality player on both ends for over a decade.
And Washington making a change here. Johnson's checked in. That one falls for Grant. and legs over the next few years. The Wizards undertaking an $800 million renovation of their home arena.
Yeah, B.A., this venue's almost 30 years old. I was making threes in this building. So some changes are welcome, including expanded training facilities, locker rooms, and improving fan access and amenities.
Takes the three. Carrington, no good. Trailblazers lead by 13. To the middle. Oh, Grant throws it down.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Now here's Johnson. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Ooh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
Right side, Love. It's stolen away. Here's Bagley. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
23 seconds left in the first quarter here. Outside Love. Picked by Murray. Here's Love. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Portland. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. Back after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Trailblazers pretty much in control here.
On the front foot, really right off the tip. They've been ruthless offensively.
Well, they haven't been challenged so far. Everything they're doing seems to be working.
Here are the five. Portland has to start the second. We've got Jeremy Grant, also Murray out there, and it's Sissoko in at shooting guard. Here's Riley. Still no points. Pass to Cooper. Here's Riley. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Bagley passes to Cooper. No good from outside.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Outside Love. Grant, the pass to Murray. Portland moving it around. Love for three. It's hauled in by Carrington. Wizards trail by 11. Pass to Cooper. Here's Champagny. Three-pointer. Here's Riley. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. Riley's got himself on the board with a three there.
If any defense gives you that much cushion, you have to take that shot.
Out to the right wing. Here's Reith. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And when you've got your opponent down, you don't want to take your foot off the pedal.
Well, with the pace of this game, you don't want to leave anything to chance.
Here's Champagny. 15 in his last outing. Outside Carrington. Fires for three. Portland grabs the miss. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
Well, that's a great point, and you can also add poor communication. The rotations were slow and sometimes not even there at all.
Now here's Bagley, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Here's Champagny. And it's off from three-point range. Portland leading by 10. Pass to Love. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. And here's Grant from the arc. Counted from distance. Grant's got 8.
Jeremy Grant showing you that quick release right there.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Here for Portland. Kamara, he's checked in for Murray. Avdia comes in for Sissoko. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Love. The Wizards trail by 13. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Denny Avdia, the son of a 6'8" Serbian sharpshooter who played for the Yugoslavian national team, then moved to Israel and met Denny's mom. Denny said he had the same mentality, fire in the eyes. Every night, playing to win. That's how I've always been. That passion is a part of my culture. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Now here's George. 11 points for him last game against Charlotte.
But he also had an impact as a facilitator, generating offense for others.
Washington again can't hit.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Holiday passes to Grant. Fades and shoots. That's good from Holiday on the assist from Grant. 10 points for him.
On top of the speed and power, Holiday makes good decisions. Right there, not forcing anything. Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Washington shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. No shot.
Free throw good, Bagley. All right, Legs, you look at the leap the Blazers have taken. What's the biggest factor?
I think it's the fact they've added a lot of defense to their front court, which has really set the tone for their team, and it's an identity they're going to continue to build on.
Talent on the floor and stability in the head coaching position.
Key factors, for sure.
So it's Portland now. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Here's Grant. Second chance shot. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
One shot.
That one falls for Grant. Well, Legs, when we talk about current players, who are the guys you want taking the shot with the game on the line right now?
Well, certainly the tried and true, like Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant. You can't go wrong there. Or a multi-time MVP in Nikola Jokic. Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
The man, the myth, the legend, lead shooter is in the arena tonight.
And I bet there's some Wizards looking to talk to him. He's a shooting guru, a man who can improve anyone's outside form if they're willing to listen.
Taking 2 shots.
That one falls to Grant. Well, Grant, this is the 3rd season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
Sars checked in for Washington. Champagny comes in for Chris Middleton. Klingon, he's checked in for Portland. And And so Grant nails them both.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
Pass to Sarr. Back to Carrington. To the inside. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
You know, Sarr established himself in the paint and took advantage of what they gave him.
And here's Holiday. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball.
6 to shoot. Avdia from outside. It's rebounded by Washington. And here comes the break. The shot. And George with the basket on the assist by Sarr.
Yeah, good floor recognition from Sarr. Encouraging to see him working on his passing like this.
Outside Holiday. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Now here's Carrington. Yet to see a basket. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul.
And now we'd like to bring you the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Here are this season's team leaders in blocks. Washington, 3rd.
They're quick to help each other, and they have some tremendous athletes with a nose for the ball.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Hits both from the stripe. And as NBA franchise values continue to skyrocket, it's pretty amazing to see, isn't it, Legs?
It really is. And even if you're LeBron James, who has said he may want to own a team in the future, he may even need some help footing that bill. It is pricey.
Adding zeros by the decades. The Wizards trail by 13. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Klingen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Avdia against Koulibaly. Outside Holiday. Takes a 3. Another shot. A nice shot by Klingen. Klingen's got his 2nd basket.
And as a rebounder, Klingen is probably more advanced at the offensive end at this point.
Pass to George. Here's Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Grant outside. The 3. And it's Koulibaly with a rebound.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Inside. Here's Sarr. And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. Pass to Holiday. Klingen with a screen. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Washington. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Well, that's the big challenge. Teams tend to feel more comfortable at home for sure, so you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. That just didn't happen in this one.
Now here's Avdia. 6 points for him. Klingen with a screen. Holiday against George. Pass to Avdia. Puts up a 3. Sinks the tray. Avdia's got 9 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keith. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And Washington making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Sharp, he's checked in for Portland. Wizards trail by 16. Outside Johnson. Koulibaly with a screen on Holiday. Here's Johnson. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
Ooh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
Portland has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Sharp finds Holiday. Now here's Avdia. Pass to Sharp. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
And so difficult to defend. Sharp has 3-level scoring ability, and he is prolific.
Legs, when you look at the maturation of Denny Avdia, just how good you think he can be.
Well, Brian, he is living up to being a top 10 pick. He has an all-around game, and more than anything, it's the force that he plays with. He is proving to be a real difference maker.
And it's Koulibaly missing. Portland leading by 16. Holiday passes to Sharp. Holiday a screen on Koulibaly. To the paint. Oh, he picked him clean. Pass to Champagny. For 3, George. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got rebound number 8 now. Avdia outside. And here's Klingon. Outside Holiday. 3-pointer Sharp. And he jams it home with authority.
Yeah, be careful. Klingon kid bring down the house.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. They trail by 18. Washington moving the ball around. Down low. Here's Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
Sarr using all of his length and athleticism to tell this league that he has arrived.
Pass to Klingon. Here's Sharp from the arc. Unable to get that one.
After nailing 3 trays to start this game, he's gone silent here in the second quarter.
Here's Johnson. Counted. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
Holiday against Johnson. Now here's Holiday. He's closely guarded. And he comes up with a bucket.
The determination from Holiday shines through there. Refuses to give up on that shot.
Portland shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Carrington, he's checked in for Champagny.
The line for the Trailblazers. Drew Holiday. Shooting 1.
That's good from Holiday.
And they've capitalized well from the free throw line. Their percentage is impressive.
Here's Sarr. Klingon with the block. And he recovers it. Shot's good by Sarr. Portland leading by 15. It's Avdia on the wing. Back to Holiday. Outside Kamara. Pass to Sharp. From behind the arc. The offensive rebound. And the shot goes. Klingon's got 6 in the quarter.
And I love how they're working much harder on the glass this quarter and drumming up more second chance opportunities.
Sarr with a screen on Avdia. Koulibaly against Avdia. George left side. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 11 rebounds in the game. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Sarr against Avdia. Here's Kamara. Pure from 3-point range. Kamara's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, Klingon is a smart player with underrated passing skills, not just a big body out there.
George outside. The putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers feeling confident. 8 lead to win that quarter. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
And now, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. They're measuring up the shot.
Welcome, everybody, to halftime. NBA action abounds. Let's see what games are tipping off later. And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say Shaq is the king of sponsorships?
Interesting question, Ernest. Shaq, I do see you a lot in a lot of commercials, but I don't know if I call you the king of anything.
Ernie is right. I am indeed the king of sponsorship. Everybody wants the big diesel stamp of approval.
Shaq, you ever think of doing any pro bono work? I've got a neat spot that I think you'd be perfect for.
Where's that restaurant at?
And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the Washington Wizards.
I think it's funny watching these guys play defense. This is a circus, and they're getting clowned.
Giving up too many easy looks for sure, but who knows? Maybe after intermission, they'll bring out the Tigers. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Bilal Coulibaly out there with Johnson. Then it's Alexander Sarr. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's George in a small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Now here's Sharp. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Washington. Sarr's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Coulibaly. Johnson for 3. Oh, he pipes it. 9 for 14 and showing no let-up.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said, the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game, use the things that got you here, and see if it sticks. Back to you.
Learning on the job. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them, but let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
He's doing everything he can to keep them in this game, finding good looks.
They get the rebound. 3-pointer. Tips it. It's good on the putback. Klingen's got 10.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Middleton passes to Sarr. Washington moving the ball around. Pass to Johnson. Sarr with a screen on Holiday. Clock at 4. Rejected by Klingen. To the middle. Here's Kamara. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 5th assist in this one.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 25. Pass to Sarr. Now here's Middleton. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Middleton's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game. Portland leading by 17. Avdia outside. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. That's good from Holiday on the assist by Avdia. And that's 19 points for Drew Holiday. Johnson finds George. And here's Middleton. Kamara covering. Back to George. Pass to Middleton. And here's Koulibaly. Johnson for 3. And Clingan pulls it down.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Avdia passes to Sharp. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just 3-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Champagny, he's checked in for Middleton. And one thing's for sure, Tim. Shaedon Sharpe, one of the most electrifying athletes in the NBA.
Yeah, B.A., he is a highlight reel every single night with plenty of runway left in front of him. I am curious to see what he'll look like when he's a finished product.
And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
Well, he plays with incredible determination. Want to is a skill, and he has it. Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Now Johnson making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. Sarr passes to Johnson. And another miss by Washington. Now Portland with it. They're on a 13-4 run. 3-pointer Sharp. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Now a timeout called by Washington.
Oh my, their coach does not look happy, and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
Yeah, physically they are being overwhelmed in the paint right now. That can be hard to fix because it's a personnel issue.
Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You look at Washington, way down in the conference standings. Lots of ground to make up in the final half of the year. George outside. The 3 is up. He drops it from range. George has got 5 now.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Back to Holiday. Pass to Avdia. There's the triple. Washington with a rebound.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Now here's George. 5 points in the game. Here's Champagny. Fires from deep. Portland with a rebound. Clingan's got his 16th rebound on the night. Up top, Kamara. Pass to Avdia. Now Sharp. Clock at 6. No good with the triple. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. Now here's Koulibaly. Jacks up with 3. Holiday grabs the miss. Holiday's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Sharp. Back to Holiday. Pass to Klingon. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Sar.
Yeah, known for his size and defense, Klingon has the potential to be a very effective two-way player in this league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. The Wizards have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Sar. Washington again can't hit. On offense, here are the Trailblazers. They're on a 17-7 run. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
And this is where you feed the big man Klingon. He knows how to execute from this close.
Pass to George. Here's Champagny. No points so far. A shot by Johnson, no good.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Klingon with a screen. Avdia outside. Shoots over George. Sar pulls it in.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Pass to Koulibaly. Here's Champagny. Here's Johnson. He's covered by Holiday. Johnson against Holiday. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Well, he keeps taking shots and keeps missing. At what point do you get others involved?
Avdia, good. Avdia's got 11.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, when you have the lead, ball security's everything. Just focus on each trip up the floor.
Now here's George. 5 points in the game.
Well, this has been far from his best game, and if they're going to come back here, he's got to find a way to get going.
Outside Kamara, back to Holiday. Rebound Washington.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
Here's Champagny. And obviously we know so many kids dream of being a professional athlete. But when did that become a real goal of yours, Legs?
Well, B.A., honestly, about the age of 8, I thought I was headed for the major leagues. That all changed with a 7-inch growth spurt in one school year. Decided to try basketball for the first time, and man, am I glad I did.
He's off on the first. Carrington, he's checked in for Washington. And also a switch here for Portland. Grant's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Portland has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. Here's Sharp. Washington with a rebound. Champagny's got his 5th rebound in this one.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Outside Carrington. Sar with a screen on Grant. Here's Carrington. 3-pointer off the mark. And the Trailblazers shooting about 53% in the third, a very good number. Here's Grant, left side Sharp. Oh, drains the 19-footer. Sharp's got 5 points in the quarter.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Here's Champagny. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Grant with a steal. Klingin inside. Sarr on him. It's blocked.
What I like about Sarr as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor. And that'll fire up your team. Great defensive play at one end and instant offense at the other.
And Portland's shooting it at 61%, a terrific average. Pass to Kamara. Holiday a screen on Coulibaly. And here's Grant. There's the three. They grab their own miss. Oh, nice shot by Klingin. Carrington with it. Now here's Sarr. Back to Carrington. Washington moving the ball around. And here's Sarr. Pass to Carrington. 6 on the shot clock. Sinks it from distance. Carrington's got 5 points.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Here's Holiday. It falls, and now he's 10 of 15 shooting. Nice work.
Yeah, in the paint, Holiday's agility makes him tough to contain. He just needs a little space to go to work.
Back to Carrington. Here's Sarr. Can't nail the jumper. Pass to Holiday. Klingin up top. 1:21 left to play in the third. Whoa! Oh, my goodness!
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharp hammer at home.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the Connected Cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. The Wizards shooting just about 33% since this second half started. Back to Coulibaly. Johnson for three. And Klingin pulls it down. Klingin's got his 20th rebound here tonight. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And legs the impact of Toumani Camara, a big reason the Blazers have been ahead of schedule.
Yeah, Brian, he is a classic example of a guy who doesn't need the ball to make a big impact on your team. He does all of the little things that help you win.
A coach's dream, making a name for himself now.
Leaves a lot of skin on the floor.
51 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Carrington. George outside. Outside Carrington. Bagley a screen on Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. So for the Blazers, Reith comes in for Klingin, and it's Rupert in for Kamara.
One shot.
Here's Rupert. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Grant the screen. 17 seconds left in the third.
Washington foul. Marvin Bagley the third. First personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for the Trailblazers, Reith. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second. There's 14 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Here's Carrington on target from about 13 feet. Carrington's got 8 points in the quarter.
When defenders give you that kind of space, you have to keep them honest.
And here's Grant from the arc. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Drew Holiday making things happen for Portland. He's been lighting it up tonight. 24 points. More 2K action in just a moment. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the Trailblazers. Jeremy Grant out there with Murray. And it's Love in at the 1. Bagley for 3, drains the triple.
In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the 3. Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay.
Now here's Murray. Love passes to Sissoko. Murray from outside. Rebounded by Champagnie. Champagnie's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Carrington. One question facing the league here, Tim. How do you make the All-Star game more competitive?
Well, BA, the tournament structure seemed to help a bit, but until just a competitive mentality around the game changes, I think the only thing you can do is maybe up the ante as far as prize money. I do think that did seem to matter for the NBA Cup.
Having done a few of those games, care factor's low. They could improve on that.
I completely agree. It seemed to matter a lot more back when I played.
Here's George. Portland making their last shot. Back to Carrington. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it to George. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Grant. Grant's got 4 rebounds now. Murray passes to Grant. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
Yeah, Grant showing you great confidence inside and his ability to score at the rim.
Pass to Champagnie. Here's George. Now Bagley. And that one drops.
Well, you want those shots anytime you can get them. High percentage at the rim.
Outside Love. Pass to Murray. Now Grant. Sinks that one from the post. Grant's got 19 points. The Wizards have gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
And here's Grant. From the baseline. Again, the miss by Grant. Washington has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to Riley. The 3 ball. Nails it from beyond the arc. Riley's got 5 points now this quarter.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Now here's Grant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 21 points in the game.
And another bucket for Grant. He's had the role of a main option in this league, and we're seeing him play like that tonight.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so. So it's Portland now, following the score by Washington. Back to Love. Fires it. That one's good from the corner.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Now here's Carrington. Pass to Champagnie. Here's Riley. And with players now able to earn money at the collegiate level, what does that do for the NBA legs?
Well, I do think overall it's a good thing. As a former college athlete myself, I love to see these guys get rewarded, and possibly you get to the league, you're a little bit more polished and grown up.
Bottom line is you may have made some money, but when you have a chance to play against the best of the best, that's why you go pro.
There's nothing like it.
And the free throw, no good. The Trailblazers have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Here's Reith. And it's Bagley with a rebound. Washington's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Outside Carrington, over Murray, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Carrington's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, I love the resilience. After struggling in the first half, he has turned it on.
Murray, no good. The Wizards have gone 8 of 9 here in the 4th quarter. Outside Bagley. Here's Riley. Pass to Carrington. Just 5 to shoot. Over Murray. Carrington, no good.
Well, that's a shot he should make a majority of the time.
Here's Sissoko. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. It's Carrington on the wing. And the NBA certainly responsive to the fans, Tim, but some say they just want to complain.
Well, the social media era has given fans more of a voice than ever before, but it also breeds shorter attention spans, so the league is right to be proactive.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Williams. Here's Sissoko. The hook shot, Reith, and it's rejected. Bagley down low. Williams defending. Bagley, no good. Portland leading by 22. Here's Reith. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
And the Wizards shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Pass to Bagley. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
Now here's Grant. Williams a screen on George. And Grant gets it to go. Grant's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
Sarr. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. A tremendously mobile 7-footer. Great defensive upside, Tim, for Alex Sarr.
And he's still working on his offensive game, BA, but he has the potential to be a disruptive defensive force with his length and agility.
That one's off. All right, Tim, you've covered the NBA for a long time now. What's one thing you wish you could change about how we cover the game?
Well, I think there's a temptation to boil it down to hot takes, and I'd much rather see us cover the appreciation that we all have for the nuances of the actual basketball.
Game has never been more skilled than it is right now.
Totally agree.
And he's good on the second.
Obviously, Alexander Sarr's stature grabs your attention, but he's stronger than he looks, too. And that can be a pretty dangerous combination if he learns to use it right.
Now here's Love. Now Grant. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Fifth personal foul.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Portland.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
And they have made a commitment to crash the glass. They are getting second chance points and playing with force on the offensive end.
That one falls for Grant.
Yeah, and as a 6'7" guy who plays power forward quite a bit, Jeremy Grant sometimes feels undersized, but he makes up for it with his toughness and athleticism.
Now here's Johnson. Drops in the layup for 2. Johnson's got 9 points now in the second half.
If you give him any sort of space, he's gonna attack.
Outside Murray. Love a screen on George. Pass to Sissoko. Fires the 3. And they get it back. That one's good. Reith.
Those are the kind of effort plays that endear you to the coaches, your teammates, and these fans.
Middleton outside. Now Johnson. Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
Here's Murray, following the bucket by the Wizards. On the wing, Grant. Love for 3. Washington with a rebound.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Outside Koulibaly, beyond the arc. No good there.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Grant outside. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Johnson.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
Pass to Sarr.
I see him.
Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
Outside Murray. On the wing, Grant. Yes! And the foul! Middleton. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out. And Washington making a change here. Champagne's checked in.
Jeremy Grant at the line for 1.
1 shot.
That one falls for Grant. And in recent years, Legs, we're seeing a lot of young teams having success. Also, depth playing big dividends. What's changed?
Well, I think with today's up-tempo style, more players have to cover more ground. It just makes sense that younger, deeper teams are better equipped to handle all that wear and tear.
Young players seem to be more welcome, too, in the NBA culture.
No doubt. They're going to get an opportunity sooner.
Knocks it down from distance.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Grant with a screen on Johnson. Here's Rupert. Grant outside.
2 minutes.
5 to shoot. Pass to Murray.
2 minutes.
Rebound by the Wizards. Champagne's got 7 rebounds in the game. And there's 1:45 left in the fourth quarter here. From deep, Johnson. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Now here's Grant.
And Grant is a fearless competitor. He likes to attack defenses inside and draw contact.
3rd team foul. At the line for the Trailblazers, Jeremy Grant taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Well, Tim, with the new CBA, we're likely to see a lot more multi-team trades just to make the money work.
Yeah, BA, it's more complicated than ever to trade guys straight up. So now teams have to find ways to make moves that involve bringing in an extra team to absorb salaries.
Those puzzle pieces just got a lot more complicated.
So hard to figure it out.
And the second free throw is good.
Great basketball play runs into family for Jeremy Grant. But he really has become his own man out on the floor and shown us his own unique talents. And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Trailblazers.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And they played well tonight, picking up win number 24 of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Donovan Clingan.
Yeah, I mean, he was a force on the glass. Just incredible effort.
Now Portland with it. It's an 18-point lead. Here's Rupert, covered by Carrington. Now Grant. And that one's good. Grant's got 32 points.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
Here's Riley. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Wizards, Riley taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws. So it's the Trailblazers winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you.